Downwind question here from one of our Downwind Pro subscribers in a Q&A session that we had. And this question based on Downwind is, what is the best way to finish a race or a downwind when you don't know the landmarks or where the finish is? So this is critical, very, very important. When it comes to downwind paddling, you have to know your landmarks and you have to know where you finish. It's paramount to your paddle. Otherwise, the chances of you actually enjoying the downwind or catching your runs or doing any kind of downwind paddling are very, very small. If you don't know where you're going, you're going to be second guessing yourself all the time. And so it's very important that before you start a downwind paddle or start going downwind, that you know how far you're paddling and where you are paddling to. If you've started a downwind just going downwind, then you haven't done your homework properly. It's vitally important that you figure out where you're going to go to and how you're going to know when you're there. So I guess that's what you want to know. How do you finish a race? If you don't know what the landmarks are, you've got to at least know how far you're going to be paddling. And I'm assuming that on board you're going to have some kind of device like a GPS measuring your distance so that you know how far you've gone. If you don't have any of that on board, then you're going to know how long you should be paddling. You should at least be able to time your paddle and know how long you've been on the water. And based on that, you can estimate where the finish is going to be. So the best way to finish a race or a downwind when you don't know where the landmarks or the finish line is to know what the distance is. So you know when you're getting closer to that distance, you should be looking for the finish line. Looking for the finish line and looking for where to finish. The land from the sea looks very different than what the sea looks from the land, obviously. But you need to then be looking out for any kind of wave breaks. Where the waves breaking, perhaps there's some reefs or things you want to look out for. And you also want to be looking for the impact zone where the waves are breaking so that you know you can time your exit out onto the beach. And if you're doing a race and you're trying to race somebody, well, hopefully you've checked out the finish line before you started the race, that you knew exactly what to look for. If not, then you want to be safety first, and you're going to forget about racing, forget about trying to beat the person next to you. Make sure that you finish in one piece, because then at least you are going to get to finish the race. Your best bet is going to be to just be cautious as you come into that finish line if you don't know where you're going. I hope that answers your question.